Hey everyone, welcome to this video that I'm making. I've had Mius Front Operation Graviteam Tactics Mius Front. I keep saying Operation Star. I've had it for a couple of days now, and one thing I've been trying to work out was how to deploy artillery, because that always seemed like a lot of people found that quite hard in previous games, and it's done a bit differently in this game. I must admit it's taken me a few hours to get this worked out, and had to ask on the forums, and people like Flashburn, who's a great help, kind of pointed me in the right direction, and one of the developers sort of showed me how to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up a little mission in the battle editor, and you kind of have to do the same thing in the campaign, but I'll go over that, what we do in the campaign. And there's something else I want to show you in the campaign that's quite interesting, where you can save the individual battles, which is great. And I'm not too sure. I think you can adjust them and edit them in the battle editor if you want to. I don't know. That's up to you. But let's go to the battle editor. This is just one I made earlier. Let's get rid of all this. And it's changed slightly, obviously, from Operation Star, and I'll just go through a couple of those changes. Okay, so we're going to choose a place to do a battle. Click on that there. We're going to have a battle. Let's do it down here. A bit more interesting. We've got this village up here to the north, and some open ground here. Hopefully to drop our rounds into. Oh, that's a big. No, that's in a big bunch of deep ground there. So I'm going to do it in this village, right? Okay. I'm going to choose the side I want to be on. So I'm going to click down here in the settings, and I want to be on, yeah, I'll be on the German side. That's fine. I'll just leave that. And on this grid square here, this grid square system that they've got now, you either right click or left click, or whichever way you want to go. So I'm right clicking now, and it goes up. Left click goes down. And if you just keep left clicking, it will just cycle through the list itself. So if we'll go attack, they stay on defense, the Russians, and we'll keep everything the same as is. Okay, let's go back to the map. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, and these are the Russians. Let's deploy the Russians first. Let's just have a rifle platoon up here, another one there, and put a commander in there. Okay, and then I'm going to switch to the German side. Let's scroll down to the bottom here and get an artillery spotter here. And we'll also have. I'm just going to keep it as an artillery spotter, just to keep it nice and simple. What you can do is you can have a battalion commander down here, or whatever, and then you'll have his whatever artillery he's got, off-map artillery available. That'll be available as well, but I'm just going to keep it as an artillery spotter. While this icon is highlighted here, you can edit the properties of the platoon by pressing Control and then left click, and then you get this yellow circle highlighting it, and then you get these options up here on the right hand side which you can change. So left clicking and right clicking to adjust the values in these boxes here, so you can change the morale. It's up to you. I'm going to put it on high. Experience, veteran, casualties none, fatigue rested, fuel I'm going to have as full, ammo just have it normal, command excellent, filter I'm going to have this on one command. I'm not too sure what filter does, but when I put it on one command it makes the artillery work. Strength, just have it on 75%, that's fine. Supply strategy, so this is the bit where you have to adjust. You can leave that, you can leave these at their default settings, but this part here you have to have as reinforced support to get the artillery to work. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm going in blind to this, by the way. This is all kind of new to me as well. It's not like I've had this for months or anything like that. This is all very new to me as well, and I'm on that same learning curve as everyone else, looking at all the differences and what have you. But apparently, yeah, you have to have this on reinforced support to get that to work. Okay. All right then, and there's a new thing down here where you can group platoons and what have you. So you can add another infantry platoon here, and you can group it with this artillery spot here, or you can have a separate group over here, you know. And then on the map you can actually tell them to start moving left or right, or you can do a bit of strategy here to get things going. But I'm not going to go into that just yet. Okay, so I don't know if this is new, but it seems new to me. If you right click on this the timer here, you can save the battle. Now, if you could do that before, I do apologise. It's just something I've never found out, never looked into, so I didn't know about it. And then you get this back to this grid square system, and this gives you some information about the quick battle that you've just set up. And then if you click here, it will save the mission in the in this part. And then if you want to delete the mission, just right click here. If you want to adjust it, just click that there, this box here. But we're going to start the mission, so I can show you how to deploy artillery. Okay, so just go down to the bottom here. I'm going to right click on the commander here. I'm going to let's move him. Let's just move him onto some higher ground here, so he's got a bit of a better overview of the battlefield. Okay, now we'll just go into the initial orders phase by clicking this blue button up here. Okay, and here we've got these crosses, and in Operation Star they were circles, but if you left click on one of these crosses, they'll all change to those familiar circles that we all know about. Okay, and a new feature that's come up now is on the right hand side. This is where you can adjust the details of your fire missions. So if I right click, say, this middle one here, this will take me to that middle circle there. So if I right click like that, it'll just take me there. So if I go away, let's go away from the map a little bit. So say I'm doing some stuff over here, and then I want to get to my artillery to create a fire mission. If I right click that one there, it will zoom over and take me to this one there, and likewise if I right click that one, it will take me to that fire mission, and right click that one, it will take me to this fire mission. Okay, and you deploy your fire missions in the same manner as what you did in Operation Star. So you left click, you right click the circle, then you're given your flag, and then what you can do is you can either go for a linear fire mission, which will be familiar, by right clicking and dragging, or you can just right click and it will deploy the little circle again. Okay, so I'm going to leave that as it is there. In fact, I'm going to bring it just a little bit closer. What I'm doing, the number on the left is the time it will take for the fire mission to deploy, and the number on the right is the accuracy of your fire mission. So if we were to do it here, it would be you'd get rounds dropping within 190 meters of that circle, which is quite a big area when you consider how big that is. But I'm going to bring it a bit closer, and hopefully the accuracy will drop down a little bit, and it'll be a bit more accurate. No, that's got worse, probably because you can't see. It's a bit of dead ground or something like that. So we can probably see up here. No, that's got worse as well. So let's just leave it up there then. There, it's down to 150 meters. That's pretty good. Okay, and I'm not doing this to try and hit anything. I'm just showing you a demo on how to deploy the artillery. But I'm going to go back to one of the other fire missions, and I'm going to bring that up here, and we'll just do a linear one across there. That's not too accurate, but it doesn't really matter. Right click on that one, and we'll do the same with this one up here. So we've got 3 fire missions set up, ready to drop some artillery. I'm going to deploy on this one. So if I go up here on this sort of opaque bar, you can then adjust some details in here. We haven't got no smoke rounds, unfortunately, but we've got high explosive, or we've got incendiary to use. So you click on, left click, whichever one you want to use. And there's also a new shrapnel round that you can use, which is pretty cool. So I suppose that would be pretty handy with the old infantry. and then down here you can adjust how many rounds per gun you want firing. So I'm going to go for 30 per gun. I don't know if I've got that many, but we'll just go for that with this artillery battery here. And then we're good to go. So if I start the game, start the battle off. Okay, we've got nothing counting down at the moment. But if I left click this one here, it changes to preparing, and then the countdown starts dropping down. And so in about 40 odd seconds or so, we should get some rounds down the range. I'm using this one here. The maps on here, oh, this map is fantastic. I really like it. It's really open. It's really large, and I'm gonna get my butt whooped on this map because there's not a lot of places to hide, but it really is good. Done a great job with this. So we've got 12 seconds to go. Okay, so it says firing. So we should get rounds dropping in and around this area pretty soon, and then you should adjust for accuracy. Cool. I've never seen that effect before. That's pretty cool. Pretty good. That worked out much better than I thought it was going. But I was quite impressed with that. I don't know if you were. That's excellent. Right, so, and that's how you do it. There you go. Now I kept it simple because I just wanted to show you this on its own, this particular square here. Let's close that. If you've got other assets, other artillery assets on the battlefield for you to use, there'll be a line under here, and then you'll have another section repeating this, but you know, whatever particular guns they've got, whatever types of ammunition they've got, that you can use. So it can. When I first saw it, I thought, oh my god, what's all this information here? And then I realised, okay, you sort of work it out as each individual sort of gun, so you can control it. Or each individual battery. I apologise, I should say. And then just work it out from there. Okay, so I hope that made a bit of sense. I mean, it took me. I must admit, it took me a while to work out how to do all that. There's lots of fiddling about, but once I got it, like with everything in this game, it makes sense and becomes a really handy tool in the end. And you can get a lot more sort of situational awareness with what's going on with your artillery in larger battlefields, larger battles and what have you. Okay, so I'm going to come out of this now. What I wanted to show you as well, if I return to the main menu, we go to the campaign. Let's just restart this one over here. In fact, no, I'll come out of this. Let me come out of this. Let's do this one down here. It's a bit smaller. And get some battles in the go. Just messing around with this in any sort of particular way. Turn going. So anyone who's familiar with this, what I'm doing is I'm just sort of getting a campaign on the go, starting some battles. The AI has now reacted to my little move here, and it's counter-attacked us and counter-attacked some allied forces down here. And then what you can do is you can right-click the battles, individual battles, and you can save them. So I can save this battle now by clicking Save Mission here, and then that'll drop down into my quick battle section. So I can go back to this battle and try it out again, and it kind of opens up some more gameplay basically. If you have a particular battle if I save this now and it's a particularly, or it goes badly and it's a bit of a nightmare, I can then go back to this battle, change my strategy, and try out new things and what have you. So I think that's a great feature. I just wanted to quickly show you. There you go. You can actually save individual battles. If you could do that before in Operation Star, I don't think you can. I don't remember being shown that or anything, or even myself. I might go and try it out in a minute actually. But yeah, that's quite a cool feature. I think that's really good. I'm really enjoying this Mius Front. It's really, really good. A lot of differences between Operation Star, which isn't actually a bad thing. I know a lot of people probably won't like that, especially because they just don't like change and what have you. And you know, it's all a bit new and it's something else you got to learn. But it's great. We've got another learning curve that we're all on, and it's and I'm really liking that. I'm really enjoying that they've freshened it up, and I think they've done a great job. Anyway, that's just my opinion. But I'm going to do a full review of the game once I've learned how to play the game. I've done a couple of campaigns, and then I'll post a video on that. So, and as I learn stuff, I will obviously post what I've learned on my YouTube channel, as I always do. Okay, that's great. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye bye.